Welcome back to the award-winning Curvaceous Bounty of Sin City on Vegas, allnetradio.com. We're back with Toxie, Jezebel Jolie, and Desiree Devine. We also have with us Kate and Caroline. You'll see them kind of floating around in here. They are with the documentary company in the UK. They have been literally on my hips for 3 days, and they'll be on my hips. And I say hips because that's what the documentary is about, women with large hips. And I got to say, they are so positive. You know, one of the concerns when we, were getting permission to go to BBW Club Las Vegas and some of the other things was, everybody wanted to make sure that it was very size positive and it wasn't something that made fun of girls of size. And I think these girls are fat girls at heart. I keep trying to fatten them up. Took them to Dairy Queen and got them ice cream. And but it's been a lot of fun. They're working my big ass off.
You got to work a lot harder.
Well, you know what kills me?
We don't have much meat on their
I know,
we
exactly.
can make a whole nother show out of fattening these guys up.
Yeah, that's a whole nother documentary.
You guys will love
Sweet
that.
Sweet Cheek School of Weight Gain. Okay, we can do that one. But I'll tell you guys, I was kind of doing a little research because I knew they would be here, and I was trying to find out about big hips. So I did, and there's actually a story. It was in the UK. They did a study of like 143 women, and they studied the size of their hips, and then they asked them questions about their sex life, and they decided that women who have larger hips had more one-night stands.
Well, that explains it then.
Really?
That, I have an issue with that one because, there's just, we can't even go there, okay?
Right.
But Toxie...
Yours is self-explanatory.
But Toxie, I think you just have birthing hips.
Birth and hips.
But isn't that why they have all the one-night stands? Because aren't guys, what's the word? Innately attracted to birthing hips? It's part of their genetics,
Maybe. It has to do with, spreading their seed.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Do you want to spread your seed with birthing hips, Ryan?
Baby, spread that seed.
Of course.
Is that the first thing you look for in a woman? If the baby can come out the canal just right?
That's a way of putting it.
I don't think they know that's what they're thinking. They're men.
I don't know what they're thinking. And I'll tell
Nobody
you, since
does.
I've started doing fetish work, nothing surprises me, and the things that turn men on are like a whole nother level.
Yeah, let's not go back to the poop story.
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like the poop talk.
Wait. I really think that Toxie might be willing to have a poop zone.
You said $2,000. There might be a little poop zone there for $2,000.
Oh yeah, girl. When you're talking about a brown shower, they know they gotta pay, so they're gonna. You can put that price tag on it.
I mean, I actually don't think I could do it when it came down to it, but it sounds like a good idea.
I want to see the cash first.
Not sure that we're on the same page.
Yeah,
It's a good idea.
Well, but the thing is too, you got to make them send you a deposit and all that stuff. You can't be thinking that they're gonna pay that when they say they pay it. No, I got to see some advance.
Yeah, they're gonna do advance.
Yeah, they got to send a deposit on that.
What happens then if you don't show?
Well, first of all, I would never
Can
do
they file
that.
a claim on PayPal? How does it work?
Well, first of all, you
Well,
can't take advance on
How do
PayPal.
you show?
PayPal won't do anything adult. So you have to do it either on Amazon or Green Dot or something.
Yeah, but I
like
mean, if you don't show, you should refund them. But
that. Right.
if you're a thief, then you keep their money. But if you're
Yeah, I would never
if
not
you're a
take
respectable hoe, then you refund
a
them.
respectable hoe. If you want to let them shit in your shit zone, you have to show.
What is funny about respectable hoe, Toxie?
You're just so
I got
casual
standards,
about it.
okay?
You were so casual about it. You're like, if you're a respectable hoe.
Now, all of you
There's no
so
honor among
casual.
thieves or whatever.
There's
Or
definitely
honor among
There's no
hoes.
honor amongst doers.
There is a hoe code of conduct, all right?
Definitely.
But some of the hoes don't follow their own code of
Yeah, well,
conduct.
them hoes are not
Good hoes.
good hoes. Streetwalker hoes.
So this
There's hoe
documentary.
classes.
There's different
There's
levels.
different levels of hoism.
So
Yeah.
this documentary
Don't be
embraces
honest.
hips. So like all of us in this room's got a set of hips on us. So who has anybody like
Except for Ryan.
Ryan wishes he had a set of hips on his lap right now. So come on, so tell me some of the obstacles that having your hips. You're not filming yet?
Yeah, because mic me still.
Oh, okay, well they have to mic me. So you guys talk and I'm gonna let them mic me. And then we'll talk about hips. If we want to be on film, we talk about that.
Talk amongst
I
ourselves
wanted to
now.
talk about this issue with Toxie laughing when I said that there's respectable hoes out there.
I'm
You
laughing
don't think the
because
hoes
of how
can be respectable?
absolutely, but I'm laughing how it was how you said it. It wasn't at the
Right?
content. It was how
Oh,
you
that's
said
right.
it. That's all. It wasn't the
I'm
wasn't
gonna be a
the
pro at
content
this.
of the words.
A hoed of Honda.
Code of conduct.
To make sure my puffy don't show.
We're gonna make up a new Hoaxionary over here.
Hoax.
Hoaxionary. Yes, there could be respectable hoes in the world.
I definitely would consider
Yeah.
myself a respectable.
Me
hoe.
too. I think we're all respectable hoes.
Yeah.
Well, except for Toxie.
You're no, because she's just like
She
loosey goosey.
is just a wannabe
Loosey
hoe.
goosey.
I'm a wannabe. hoe.
She's only a wannabe hoe on
When she's
Saturday
drunk.
nights when she's drinking.
Right.
Then she wants to be, let's
I'm
go
a
to the
lazy
parking lot.
lesbian and a wannabe hoe.
A lazy lesbian. You're right.
Toxie's career choice.
But you know what? You know, now when you really think about it, if you are a lesbian, you do have to work harder than if you just
That's
do
what I'm
it.
saying.
Yeah.
You do.
You
And you
know-
don't get any dick. That's the
Well,
drawback.
you could get dick. And I'm not big on the
Rubber dick
strap-on
doesn't
thing.
count.
I'm not
Me
big
either.
because first of all, I'm too lazy to with a
Right?
strap-on.
I
It
just
is a
wanna
lot
get-
of work.
That takes it is a
is.
lot of
It
fucking
is.
work to
Struggle's real.
go with the strap-on.
Ryan
So-
says the struggle is real.
Yeah, I had new respect for men after I did the strap-on.
Yeah, the
thing.
strap-on
like, oh
is a lot
man,
of
they
work.
got it bad.
But you know what?
It takes a toll on your back.
But here's the difference. The men now tell me this, Ryan, and you cannot we know we don't have a microphone on you necessarily.
I can yell real loud.
Okay, but we do know. Okay, I have a question. Okay, here's the difference between us having a strap on and him having sex. Because I think that the pleasure you feel in your penis is probably better, more than the
Then
pain you feel in your back.
dick.
In your back.
There's a definite trade-off there.
Yeah.
Exactly. So when
a
when we
cost-benefit
got
ratio.
the strap on and we're going to it, I'm just
Oh
like,
yeah, there's no excitement. There.
No,
Yeah,
there
so-
is a double dildo strap on where you can have.
but you know what?
but
That's never
not a
worked
good time.
right.
That's fancy
That
and
doesn't work
important,
right.
but
So
yeah.
I think that men don't care if the rest of their body is hurting when they're fucking
Nope.
because they just want to come.
Evolution.
Right.
So what about these men though that like come like fuck for hours?
Oh,
I
that's
hate those
exhausting.
guys.
I hate them motherfuckers. I
You know,
hate them.
that used to be cool when I was like 22, but now that I'm 34, you got like 5
Let's
minutes.
get our business done and go
Fire.
somewhere.
I'm with you, man. Like, wrap this shit up or it
Yeah.
ain't happening. Wrap it
Yeah,
up.
wrap
Let's
it up.
go.
Really?
Yeah, no. I'm
Now-
Because
now-
I have one solid move that breaks it off and makes it happen. Like
Tell us
that
what it
fast.
is. Fill us
Yeah,
in.
tell us.
It's like for when you gotta have a really secure situation, and then you squeeze it and like grind downwards.
Yeah.
And it just like breaks it off.
Well, I have like Kegels. I do like Kegels like all day long. And I did a scene with some guy out in California when I was out there, and he had to stop because you have to get so much footage in. And he's like, "Will you please not squeeze my cock anymore because I can't resist."
Yeah, it's that like super tight squeeze and
Yeah.
then just like stroke it in a good.
Well, that's
like,
why I do Kegels so much, so that I can take care of the business.
Yeah, my vagina is abnormally tight.
Mine too.
It is
You
actually.
can park a bus in mine.
For being a
A short bus, though. I'm shallow, but you can park the short bus in there.
now, don't you do your Kegels?
No, I don't.
I was
You don't?
I've got a very lazy pussy. It just sits there.
Oh, you
That's
are
what
so
it does.
funny, Jessica.
I was out the one night and obviously I was drunk because it was a Saturday.
You
And,
know.
and
That's
I
the
was
name
out
toxic.
like, and everyone I met, I was going, I just want you to know I have a really tight pussy. That was like my introduction. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you. I have a really tight pussy.
Well, I think when your doctor tells you that your vagina is small, then you just go with it.
Oh, that's like a couple of years. I went and I had like a nasty pap smear come back, so I had to go to the specialist. And he puts the thing and he looks and he goes, "Oh, you have a virgin. What's the part that cervix?"
Perineum?
No,
Oh,
he
cervix.
says, "Oh, you have a virgin cervix." I like. Wrong girl.
Did
Doc.
you
Wrong
leave right
girl.
there?
Doc.
You're like, you are not giving me good advice.
Wrong.
Right?
Like, what kind of doctor are you?
Did you just graduate? Like, where'd you get
I'm
your
not gonna believe
Where'd you
anything
get your
say
degree?
here.
Wrong girl.
Google? Yeah.
Wrong girl, Doc. So, anyway, let's talk about hips a little bit. I want to tell that story again about, so they get it on camera. So forgive me out there for telling it, but about women. There's a study done about women who have large hips. They actually studied the size of their hips and then asked them all these sexual questions, and it's been determined that women that have larger hips have more one-night stands.
And they don't lie.
What does
Right.
lie? I got big butts and I cannot lie.
But these hips don't lie.
These hips don't lie.
Actually, I would have been happy either
Well,
way.
you know what this does for Ryan now? He goes to find every woman in the club with big hips because he's like pretty sure he'll get lucky, right?
You'll get lucky and she'll be truthful to you. Like,
Chest guy.
Now,
Go chest.
Toxie, you
Right.
are well endowed.
I am one.
You're well endowed in the, and I can't use the word fanny because I'm talking about your vagina according to the British people, and I don't want to go on TV
You
talking
go
about
French and say
talking
derriere.
about derriere. Okay, your bum. No, your
My
hips.
bum.
Do you have any like I know that there's situations because I have them where like the hips just ain't working right or what you
There's
look out for.
The worst is when you go to any type of amusement park or something and you know you have to go through a turnstile. And I'm always
Sideways.
pretty convinced. Well, when it goes around, and I'm always
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
convinced, like my hips are going to get stuck partway through.
I
So
forgot
like
about
they're gonna
that.
need the jaws of life to get me out of the turnstile.
You know, I am super lucky that I'm tall because when I go through turnstiles, I stand on my tiptoes
Oh, and you can
so
use
that
your
I can get my
thighs.
hips above the little.
That's funny because I've been
holes.
talking to these ladies all weekend about you know, problems, and I forgot all about the turnstiles. Oh, please,
Yeah.
I look for the handicap entrance.
There you
I
go.
do. I mean, I do
You
the.
know?
I'll do the turnstiles if I think like I'll try and judge ahead of time, and I'll try and see if there's other bigger people who have gone through. But that's my fear. Like I'm just going to get stuck, or at my daughter's one of her sports things to get in. It's these very thin. You have to enter through like these very narrow slats
Right,
in
the gate. That's how it is when I pick my
And,
grandson up from school,
yeah.
and I've got to turn sideways to go
Right.
through the
Well, I
gate.
definitely have to turn sideways, but I'm actually even afraid turning sideways that I'm going to get stuck in it going through.
Oh,
And then they're
God.
like, jaws of life.
Bring out the Crisco.
Great news story.
But like, who's
though.
got some butter?
Yeah. Great news story.
That girl trapped in turnstile news.
They
at
had to
11.
close the school down because the gate is blocked at the school.
It's actually, and it's out of school too, where they have it.
Wow.
So
How
it
about
makes
you,
sense.
Des? You got your little got some junk in the trunk over there.
I don't like. I hate going to restaurants where they have arms on the chairs.
Yeah, that's my big thing.
Yeah.
And like going anywhere actually where there's like arms on chairs that aren't like wide enough because
Right.
Vegas is one of the worst places to go. To like Mandalay Bay, to any of the arena style.
Oh, Mandalay
the
Bay is
arenas,
the worst.
forget it.
Mandalay Bay is
Those
the
That
arena seats are horrible.
I sat in one of those seats, like I shoved my fat ass in there,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry, and I cuss. I have a really horrible mouth. So I shoved myself in there, and for one, I'm tall. Okay, so this was a problem because my knees were hitting the chair in front of me, and my head, the people behind me couldn't see anything.
And your hips, do your hips not sit on top of the side
so
rails?
I actually had to